Hey everybody, I just made a couple notes.
This is the craziest shit I ever seen in my life.
First of all, I want to thank my family, my friends, the incredible people of Chicago, and all over the country and the world who have prayed for me, who have supported me, who have shown me so much love. No one will ever know how much that has meant to me, and I will forever be grateful. I want you to know that not for a moment was it in vain. I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of.
You know, the issue I have with this is it's overwhelming. Like it's like, you know how they say there's overwhelming evidence, like without a reason. Like, he did that shit. And I'm wondering, what was the prosecutors' thought process? Like, when they dropped the charges, did they not want beef from the LGBT community? Did they not want, like, did they think they were going to piss black people off? Did they think they were going to piss gays off? And, you know, from my understanding, it's looking like, to me, now I'm just like hearing about all this, just, you know, gathering all the information, because I am shocked, and a lot of America is in shock that they dropped all the charges. Now, you know, there's a lot of shit going on in Chicago with the R. Kelly thing, you know, with the college admissions scandal. So I'm guessing they just said, like, looking at all three, they probably said, shit, we got to drop one of these scandals. We can't do them all, and they let him off. What the fuck? If that's true, that's what it's looking like to me. What the fuck? Not only did he piss off his own people in the gay people, because he's a gay man, black people, but then he tried to blame it on Trump supporters. Like, what? Oh, man. So let's listen to this fucking shit right here. I hope that after this, I don't never want to see him on TV. I don't ever want to see him nowhere. Like, shit like this, especially somebody like me who's going through some bullshit from a fucking vengeful woman who filed false charges on me. To see somebody like this get off, like, scot-free, and the fact that he got some money, like, it's a shame. Like, it's not even a shame, it's disgusting. Let's go watch a little bit more of this fucking shit. I'm sorry, I'm cussing a lot. 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 People who pull shit like this, these fucking hoax for attention, or, you know, like, yo, something should be done with people like this. I'm not saying, obviously, don't kill him. You know, don't give him the death sentence. But he should be doing some time. Like, he should be made an example of. Like, listen, what if it wasn't figured out? You know, he running around to myself, he the fucking gay motherfucking Tupac, and then he fought back and all that fucking shit.
This has been an incredibly difficult time. Honestly, one of the worst of my entire life. But I'm a man of faith, and I'm a man that has knowledge of my history, and I would not bring my family, our lives, or the movement through a fire like this. I just wouldn't. So I want to thank my legal counsel from the bottom of my heart. And I would also like to thank the state of Illinois for attempting to do what's right. Now, I'd like nothing more than to just get back to work and move on with my life. But make no mistakes, I will always continue.
Listen, how can he get back to work for anything? I'm sorry. Like, does he have fans out there that are like, listen, we're going to ride with you for, like, no matter what? What, is it because, like, gay people find him attractive or women find him attractive? Or that he can sing? This guy's a fucking scumbag. But once again, that's the world we live in, man. You know, people like Ted Bundy had motherfucking followers and shit, and women that loved him, not knowing he'll fucking motherfucking smash your face in with a brick. But they like, oh, but you know, he's got a tender side. He'll tenderize your brain. Can you imagine the lies and the shit he's probably done to get ahead in life? This fucking guy, imagine. Like, the shit he's probably lied about in life. Imagine. Imagine. He went on, what was that, Good Morning America? With Robin Roberts, that's her name? Come on, man. People like, come on.
Continue to fight for the justice, equality, and betterment of marginalized people everywhere. So again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for faith, and thank you to God. Bless y'all. Thank you very much.
We heard there from Jussie Smollet.
He taking pictures and shit.
Take care.
Jussie should be at your job now.
Yes, he should.
No, he shouldn't.
Say anything more about what they feel about this? Will the mayor come forward? Mayor Rahm Emanuel, will he say how he feels about this case finally? There's so many questions about this, but
We have the mayor right here. Let's listen in. Let's listen in. This is the police commissioner, correct, and the mayor. You know they're going to be, listen, they're going to light that prosecutor up in some meeting later on today, probably right now. Let's listen in.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So listen, I'm sure we all know what occurred this morning. My personal opinion is that you all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No. Where do I think justice is? I think this city is still owed an apology. And let me digress for a moment. When I came on this job, I've been a cop now for about 31 years. When I came on this job, I came on with my honor, my integrity, and my reputation. If someone accused me of doing anything that would circumvent that, then I would want my day in court, period, to clear my name. I've heard that they wanted their day in court with TV cameras so America could know the truth, but no, they chose to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system. My job as a police officer is to investigate an incident, gather the evidence, gather the facts, and present them to the state's attorney. That's what we did. I stand behind the detective's investigation. I'll let Mayor Emanuel comment further.
One thing is not only do I support the hard work of our police officers and detective units, but I'd like to remind everybody, a grand jury indicted this individual based on only a piece of the evidence that the police had collected in that period of time. So a grand jury actually brought the charges. I think on two things I'd like to say, or three things I'd like to say. One, on financial costs, this $10,000 doesn't even come close to what the city spent in resources.
We should be on the air
To actually look over the camera, gather all the data, gather all the information that actually brought the indictment by the grand jury on many, multiple different charges. Second is what I would call the ethical costs. And the ethical cost is you have, as a person who was in the House of Representatives when we tried to pass the Shepard legislation that dealt with hate crimes, putting them on the books, that President Obama then signed into law, to then use those very laws and the principles and values behind the Matthew Shepard hate crimes legislation to self-promote your career is a cost that comes to all the individuals, gay men and women, who will come forward and one day say they were a victim of a hate crime who now will be doubted. People of faith, Muslim or any other religious faith, who will be a victim of hate crimes. People that of all walks of life and backgrounds, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation. Now this casts a shadow of whether they're telling the truth, and he did this all in the name of self-promotion. And he used the laws of the hate crime legislation that all of us collectively over years have put on the books to stand up to be the values that embody what we believe in. This is a whitewash of justice. A grand jury could not have been clearer. To then say not only is the cost, the $10,000 doesn't come cost financially, but all the other repercussions of this decision it made, to me, where is the accountability in the system? You cannot have, because of a person's position, one set of rules apply to them, and another set of rules apply to everybody else. In another way, you're seeing this play out in the universities, where people pay extra to get their kids a special position in universities. Now you have a person, because of their position and background, who's getting treated in a way that nobody else would ever, sorry about that, don't get near, I'm doing near my sermon here, that would ever get close to this type of treatment. Our officers did hard work, day in and day out, countless hours, working to unwind what actually happened that night. The city saw its reputation dragged through the mud, but I remind everybody it was not just the officers' work. That work, a piece of that work, was shown to a grand jury, and they made a decision based on only a sliver of the evidence. And as I remember correctly, somebody wanted to have that evidence in the day, as the superintendent said, their day in court, so all the evidence could be made public. Because of the judge's decision, none of that evidence will ever be made public. None of it. This is without a doubt a whitewash of justice, and sends a clear message that if you're in a position of influence and power, you'll get treated one way, other people will be treated another way. There is no accountability then in the system.
Yo, and that's some real shit. We see it time and time and time and time again. And when it comes to when you have money, you know, it's only but so, like, when they want you, they will get you. But certain people like this guy, or Kelly all those years ago, O.J. Simpson, and I'm talking about black people. It goes to show that when you get money, certain times, certain people, you're untouchable. It's like, when you're a cop, no matter if you're black, white, Oriental, it's old-timey Oriental. Sorry. You're your own. They're their own race. Rich people, they're like their own race, and especially rich people. A rich gay person, I'm sorry, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but a rich gay person, like, it's literally, you have the mayor and a commissioner, no matter what their differences are, a white, the black, you have black people, gay people, white people, like, yo, this motherfucker's got to be thrown under the jail, and he gets off. That is a whitewash. And it's crazy because I was just thinking yesterday about how, like, damn, Michael Avenatti got booked. He is the attorney, the lead attorney for the R. Kelly victims. That has taken place in Chicago. I mean, he's trying to clear up his name and everything like that, beefing with Nike, but it's just like, what the fuck? It's crazy. But I got another controversial video coming up that I'm going to be doing sometime this week. It's going to be on family court about how, like, if you're a criminal, former criminal, if you had a past in mental health, and if you're dealing with a crazy psychotic woman, you are not going to get your child. And how they'll tell you that the courts are not built for women, but they are. Stay tuned, to be continued on the next episode of TstreeT Uncut. Please subscribe. Links to my social media right down below in the description box. And we're going to be doing a lot more videos like this. And basically, I want the channel to be about 60% boxing and combat sports, and about 40%, about 30%, TstreeT Uncut, and another 10% about whatever I want it to be. All right? So we also got to do part 2 of leaving Netherlands, because I'm sorry, even though the motherfuckers had a history of lying, and Macaulay Culkin didn't say, said that he wasn't touched. I don't know, man. I look at Mike different now. I look at Mike different.